Our Earth is struggling, folks. It's given us incredible resources that make our lives so much easier. But we're pushing this planet, our home, and the only place we know of where we can survive, to its limit. Thankfully, people are now setting all kinds of eco-friendly trends, and companies are coming up with green technologies that let consumers live a low-waste yet equally comfortable lifestyle. Here are some of the best examples. Counting down from number 22. Edible cutlery. Disposable cutlery is a major contributor to the growing plastic waste crisis. In the U.S. alone, approximately 40 billion plastic utensils are thrown away every year. That's why using an edible alternative can help cut back on all that plastic garbage. These utensils are actually made from millet, wheat, and rice. But that doesn't mean they aren't sturdy. You can even eat soup with them and they won't fall apart. They taste like crackers, so you could just have them as a snack too. Number 21. Toothpaste pills. Around 1 billion toothpaste tubes end up in landfills each year. But TV producer Lindsay McCormick came up with an awesome way to fix that. She invented toothpaste that comes in pills. They're sold in a glass bottle that's meant to be refilled. All you have to do is bite one of these pills, and it instantly becomes foamy just like ordinary toothpaste. As a bonus, these toothpaste bits don't need any preservatives to stay fresh. Number 20. Off-grid energy. Water lily is a relatively small turbine that converts moving wind or water into actual electricity. So, yes, you can use it to charge all your USB power devices such as tablets, smartphones, cameras, and so on. It has a compact design, which is why it's super easy to use it in almost any outdoor situation. This handy little innovation not only creates energy in an eco-friendly way, it also makes camping much more comfortable. Number 19. Stove that doesn't need fuel. Another super cool thing for camping enthusiasts is the BioLite Camp Stove 2. It works only on wood, and its fan creates smokeless fire that can cook food and boil water in minutes. On top of that, this eco-stove recycles unused heat during cooking and turns it into electricity that you can use to charge your electronics. Number 18. Old plastic bottles as light bulbs. Nearly 16% of the world's population still lives without access to electricity. To solve this problem, a project called A Liter of Light was launched in 2012 in the Philippines. The idea is to use plastic bottles as light bulbs by filling them with water, bleach, and a tiny solar panel. When sunlight hits it, the refracted light helps these DIY bulbs give off about 55 watts. Impressive! Number 17. Water blobs. No, this isn't a water balloon to pelt at your annoying sibling. Good idea, though. Water blobs are an alternative for single-use plastic water bottles. They consist of water surrounded by a jelly-like capsule made of seaweed extract. This casing is 100% biodegradable and has no taste, although the inventors are thinking about adding some flavors to it. You can either tear the capsule and pour water in your mouth, or just gulp it down whole. Number 16. Plastic bottle cutter. Hey, need some rope? Just start saving all your plastic bottles and make one yourself. This cutter turns plastic bottles into strips that you can use around the household or for DIY projects and crafting. Not to mention, cutting up bottles helps reduce the amount of space they take up on their way to be recycled. It's a win-win. Number 15. Edible packaging. When I said plastic waste crisis earlier, I wasn't kidding. About 10 million tons of plastic end up in the sea and threaten marine life. To protect those sea dwellers, Saltwater Brewery produced six-pack rings that can safely be eaten by marine animals, since they're made of wheat and barley, common leftovers from the brewing process. When one of these six-pack rings gets into the ocean, it starts breaking down in a few hours, which saves animals from getting stuck in them. Number 14. The Hydro Wheel Irrigator. The Barsha pump is a hydro-powered pump that works anywhere there's flowing water. When placed in a river or stream, it uses the energy from the current to send water inland without the need of expensive fuel. It can help farmers irrigate fields up to 1 mile away with over 11,000 gallons of water a day. It works without electricity and doesn't emit polluting gases either. 13. Mr. Trash Wheel. Mr. Trash Wheel is the cute nickname Baltimore locals thought up for the Inner Harbor Water Wheel. This awesome machine collects garbage flowing down the Jones Fall River. The water wheel turns on by the power provided by the river's current, gathers all that nasty litter and debris, and deposits it into a dumpster. When the dumpster's full, it's towed away by boat, and a new one is put in its place. Ingenious! Number 12. Portable Turbine. A Canadian company has invented a turbine that turns a river's perpetual flow into power and makes up to 12 kilowatt-hours, which is enough to power your home. It takes only 3 people to install this turbine, but it does have to be connected to an electrical generator. The company says that there's no evidence that the turbine is harmful to aquatic life, so fish won't get trapped or injured in it. Ooh, that's good to know. Number 11. Tire Shredder. A lot of people keep their old tires stacked in garages or backyards, where they just take up space and serve no purpose. What a waste of a highly useful resource, right? Well, this huge machine gives tires a second life by separating the rubber from the textile, fiber, and steel cords. You can then recycle these materials into new products, like for construction. Number 10. Shipping Container Pools. Have you always dreamed of having a swimming pool in your backyard? Then choose one made from old shipping containers. It's a hot new trend for cooling off in the summer heat. These pools are installed with a filtration system. You can place it above, in, or partially in the ground. One of the perks of owning such a pool is that you can take it with you if you decide to relocate. Plus, it just looks so cool. Number 9. Trash Can for the Sea. The sea bin collects garbage by creating water flow with the help of a pump. The water gets sucked into the sea bin, which catches all floating debris and garbage. After trapping the litter in a bag, the water then flows back out to the sea. There's also a pad at the bottom of the bag that can soak up oil. Number 8. Shampoo Pods. These shampoo pods are plastic-free and come in a soluble form that contains enough product to wash hair of any length and simply melts in water. These single-serve pods can also hold conditioner, body wash, and shaving cream. All of them are free of parabens, preservatives, or artificial fragrances. Oh yeah, and the bright mind behind this creation? Benjamin Stern came up with the idea when he was just 14 years old. Number 7. Powder that cleans dirty water. Would you drink water that's so murky you can't see through it? Well, a lot of people don't even have a choice since they live in remote areas without a centralized water system. For them, purified water is the stuff of dreams, but now it can be a reality. This amazing powder kills off all bacteria and mixes with dirt and pollutants so that they fall to the bottom. 6. Biodegradable bags. These biodegradable bags made of cassava starch completely dissolve in water. Their creator, Kevin Kumala, even proved it's not harmful by drinking a glass of water with a piece of this bag dissolved in it. Number 5. Whirlpool Turbine. Looks like eco-friendly turbines will be a big thing in the near future. This one has just one moving part, so it can operate for longer and doesn't need much maintenance. It was designed to produce electricity in rural areas and is capable of continuously powering dozens of homes 24 hours a day. 4. Compost bin that turns trash into gas. Well, some of us can do that already. But this compost bin allows you to create your own source of renewable energy right in your backyard. You can place all kinds of food and organic waste into the home biogas. Then, bacteria inside the bin decompose the organic material and release biogas that travels through a gas pipe and is ready to be used for cooking. Number 3. Washing machine on pedal power. Ingeniously dubbed the spin cycle, this machine just looks like a bike with a plastic drum attached to it. But what it actually does is wash your clothes while you go for a nice bike ride. This invention is perfect for people who live in developing countries and don't have access to electricity. Number 2. Water rotor. Water rotor is a special turbine that harnesses green energy from slow water currents. This one can create a sufficient amount of electricity when it's submerged in water that moves as slow as 2 miles per hour. Number 1. Charcoal made from poo. Yeah, I know. Just let me explain. Believe it or not, 2.3 billion people live without access to a toilet. That's why poo becomes a real problem, especially if it seeps into the water supply. So, bright minds in Africa decided to turn feces into fuel. They first let it dry for 3 weeks in a greenhouse and heat it up at really high temperatures. After that, the waste loses its smell, and you can start planning your next barbecue. After you. So, which of these inventions would you like to try? Sound off in the comments below. Me? I'm not totally convinced about the barbecue poo thing yet. Well, don't forget to give this video a like, share it with your friends, and click subscribe to always stay on the bright side of life.